For those of you with older kids, maybe that teenage, adolescent age, you may have heard them talking about the show 13 Reasons Why. 13 Reasons Why is a Netflix original show that is based on it's a fictional story based on a novel by the same name, and it's about a teenager who completes suicide and leaves 13 recordings for people who were in her life as reasons why she completed suicide. It's a very intense show. I just started watching it, and there's a lot of conversation that could come out of it. And so it's important that you as parents or as important adults, even if you're not a parent, if you're an aunt, if you're a grandma, if you have anybody in that teenage adolescent age, it's important for you to kind of understand how to address those topics with those kids. Because if somebody comes to you and says, man, I was watching 13 Reasons Why and it really made me think, or you see a post on social media, they're abbreviating it to 13RW. So okay. 13 Reasons Why. And there's a lot of good discussion topics out there and discussion points. The JED Foundation, that's JED Foundation, they have a website, jedfoundation.org, that provides a few different opportunities and resources for discussion points to have with your kids. And so you as a parent or supportive adult have a little bit better understanding of what's going on and how you can help them. Just remember, if you are struggling with thoughts of suicide, you can call 1-800-273-TALK. That's 8255. Or if you're more of a texter, which a lot of our teens are, people don't like to talk on the phone anymore, and that's completely fine. They actually have a text line set up as well, and you can text START to 741-741. So those are great resources to have just kind of in your back pocket. And if your child is watching, or somebody in your life is watching 13 Reasons Why, I encourage you to do a little more research into the program and decide if it is the best opportunity for your kid to be watching that. It's on, like I said, it's on Netflix. And so a lot of times we don't see what our kids or young adults are watching on Netflix, so it's important, goes back to that monitoring technology use for our kids, whether it's their cell phone, their tablet, their Netflix account. Make sure that you have a very open and frank discussion with your kids right away. These are the expectations. I will know what you are doing on your technology. I will know what you're watching. I will know who you're talking to. And that's not to be mean or think that you don't trust them. But developmentally, adolescents are going through a lot of both physical and emotional changes. Mm-hmm. And whether they say they don't need you or not, they do.
Yeah, that's kind of the Boundaries program
yep.
that we have in Boundaries Junior. So as parents, what other advice would you would you give them if their child,
is interested in watching 13 Reasons?
Or you just, you're picking up signs that they are watching, or...
I think that it's a good opportunity to have an open discussion, and if you feel that it's appropriate, my best advice for you is sit down and watch it with them.
Okay.
Not only will this provide an easy way for them to talk to somebody immediately after they see something, but it also helps you understand what they're watching. And as a parent, if you're feeling uncomfortable, chances are your kid is feeling uncomfortable. And so being able to have that open discussion with them about, wow, that was pretty intense. Mm-hmm. How does that make you feel? And you don't need to go all therapist on them. I mean, nobody likes when anybody goes, now tell me how that made you feel. But just... wow, that was a really intense episode. What are you thinking right now?
Yep.
Or do you see yourself in any of those characters? Because even as adults, when we watch entertainment, when we watch TV, when we watch movie, we place ourselves into one of those roles. That's what helps us experience mm-hmm. those entertainment pieces. So kids are doing the same thing, but they also don't have that prefrontal cortex, that part of our brain that helps us make appropriate decisions and be able to distinguish between real and fantasy. And so they don't have, I'm not short of saying it, their brains can't handle it.
Right. And the males are, unfortunately,
Even further delayed.
Yes. So when they say, in the case of a guy, what were you thinking? And the answer may be,
I don't know.
I
wasn't.
He's really wasn't.
He doesn't have the ability to think. And so my advice to you, it's true. And boys.
Yet.
I resemble that remark.
Exactly. Jim said he resembles that remark. Yet we do need to provide opportunities for our kids to make good life decisions in safe places.
Right.
Because nothing is going to their brain's not going to just instantly develop and they're going to be able to make all the right life decisions. So they need to be in that safe environment to make those healthy decisions, but also have somebody like a parent or a trusted adult to go to when they have questions or need somebody to talk to. So that's my advice for 13 Reasons Why. If you have any more questions about it, like I said, jedfoundation.org has a lot of really great talking points and resources.